Thank you, Tomahawk.
Thank
The Meiti heritage is the next questioner. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, thank you to Ankita ji and Vladimir for this excellent, perspective. I just had a suggestion, not a question, rather. So, one of the most important thing that I think both Ankita ji and Vladimir mentioned is the positioning that the narrative war that they have fought, the Kuki Joe has fought over the last 9-10 months. One thing that I wanted to precisely highlight, and I'm not sure if that was covered in the initial remarks, back in 1960s, when the first immigration from Myanmar started, there was an official association of refugees. So they used to call it the Burmese Kuki Refugees Association. Now, on the basis of that, they had sought rehabilitation fund, and the member of parliament at that time, Mr. Hawkip, I'm forgetting his first name, I think he wrote a letter to the government of India, and a fund of around some 3,20,000 was granted. Now, why this is important is because initially there was a formal organization that used to work for the rehabilitation of the refugees, and they used to put numbers around 1,500 at that point of time. There are other reports which say one article by Paulinian Haukip, wherein he puts the number at some around 57 to 60,000 at that point of time. The most important point is, where has this Burmese Kuki Refugees Association disappeared? And now it is being led by what is called as the Indigenous Tribal Leaders Forum. Now, if you look at the name itself, is deceptive, because there are 2-3 tribal groups, at least that I am aware of. There may be more from the Naga tribal who has officially put out communications, press release statements saying that do not misuse and mislead the word indigenous, because it does not include many of the indigenous groups. Rather, you are not indigenous. So somehow this narrative of indigenous, it has gone unchallenged. So this needs to be brought out. Number two, there is a YouTube channel wherein the Burmese Kuki Association's, I think the president, Henkol Sai Haukip. So he was the president in that article, in that memorandum submitted back in 1972. There is a YouTube channel where there is a church ceremony, that ceremony of him, I think back just 2-3 years back. So the question is, where has all these families gone? Have they become indigenous people? I'm not sure if this aspect is covered in the book. If not, I am happy to provide this information, if not already with you. But I felt this is a very important aspect, and this needs to be highlighted. Thank you.
Heritage ji, pranam aapko. I'm glad that you came here. This thing which we were talking about, 1967-68 wave of immigration, he's talking about that. In 1972, there was this letter submitted, and there were 1,500 Kuki families entered. With a conservative estimate, their population is estimated to be at least 9 to 10,000. And that was the wave he was talking about, who were granted finances. And the government knew it. 68 also, there is a governor letter, and they did not take any action. Thank you for highlighting that. And yes, many of these families actually enjoyed ST benefits in Bharat, and there are no evidences that they actually went back to Burma. So this is actually a huge problem. And Heritage Ji has also been active in Twitter a lot, posting proper facts and those things. You can also get lots of things. And Heritage Ji, yes, we are putting all of this in book. We are rewriting repeatedly as new info is coming, and we are also doing language-based analysis to identify, we have done already, exactly which Janajatis are doing the illegal immigration. So the illegal immigration aspect is a major part which is covered. And yes, regarding indigenous thing, we are also, one more thing I would like to say. 2022, there was a gazette notification number 309, which needs to be urgently challenged in the state. That gazette notification declares Kukis in scheduled tribes. That gazette notification tells that scheduled tribes of Manipur are automatically indigenous. Now go back to this 2002 gazette notification in the state. What does that tell? Any Kuki tribe is a scheduled tribe. So basically, that declares any Kuki tribe as an indigenous citizen of Manipur, even if they come much later, yesterday or day before yesterday from Burma or Myanmar. So this is also a major legal discrepancy which has to be challenged, and this comes under the what to say. I was telling legislations being challenged as measures; these have to be challenged. But yeah, so this thing.